Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly focus for December the 3rd through to the 9th, 2018. I'm Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way. And you do it each and every day. Thank you so much. I send it back, truly, tenfold. Let's see what the cards say about this week. We have our new moon. We know that much. Six of Swords. Going forward in relationships, with partnerships, with associations. Maybe this week we got our backs to each other. We want to do it one way, they want to do it another. And you really have to take your combined wisdom and bring it into one. So communication. Watch your tone, watch your voice. Don't let frustration and anger and other negative qualities come into the picture as much as possible. Take it a step back, think it through, think about the desired outcome. Think about your words, think about your actions. Will that produce the desired outcome, or are you just doing a knee-jerk reaction just for the sake of getting some kind of momentum going or a change in energy? You'll probably get that change in energy, although you probably will just create, don't kick the bear kind of energy here. But we are going forward. This could be trips. This could be travel. You could be traveling within your mind. I mean, we do have the new moon coming up, so new moon affirmations. I always leave a link to my video at the bottom. And if you want to do it every day, that's wonderful, and thank you so much, truly. But I would prefer that you take a pen and paper in hand and write down just a couple of sentences that you can say over and over again to yourself. And add a few of your own. Positive affirmations about where you're going, who you want to be going forward, what you want to step into. Now, most of this week is about full moon energy. So we have to stay very cautious that we're not trying to push ahead too soon. You know, are we just pushing off that shore there and we're not waiting for anybody else? And, let's just get this show on the road. Whereas if we would have waited, somebody would have brought us a motor and we'll get there that much quicker. So I wouldn't push offshore too soon. So as the weekend comes around, yes, absolutely, because the new moon will be on Friday, and that is the time when we can start planting our new seeds for growth in our life, start new projects, dreams, relationships, partnerships. But up until that time, we should be very cautious about actually trying to start or step into that energy. We need to look more at what in our life is holding us back from getting off that shore. So are we on top of a rock and we can't get moving, and so we're, we've beached ourselves somehow and we're trying to push ourselves off that sandbank, perhaps holding us back? So what is holding you back? What is not allowing you to go forward in your goals, in your dreams, in work, career, relationships, health, well-being, your spirituality? Have the Fool card. How beautiful is that? We do have a 22 energy this week. I believe it's on the Saturday, so the day after the new moon. Here's this full moon, or this new moon energy with the Fool. The 22nd, because we have 21 major arcana cards in the deck. So it's, well, actually it's 22. We have 0 to 21. When we get to 21, that tells us that we have walked that path. And it's time to step into the new path, the new energy, starting again with our wisdom, with our choices, with our obligations, with our responsibilities, with our hopes and our dreams. and the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about the focus forward. Here we have our dreams, our hopes, our wants, and we're kind of looking forward, and it's almost like we're going to let all those wands go at once and see which ones go the furthest or the straightest or where they're going to land. And do we want to go there? And so this might be more contemplation, actually, of letting your dreams play out in your mind a little bit this week and seeing where exactly do you land? Who surrounds you? What surrounds you? How do you feel about it? Does it make you as happy as you thought you would be? Is it completely just the opposite? Do two of them land in the same place? Do we have to pay attention to more than one path? But we're definitely looking forward. And we haven't, you know, put those wands actually in that bow and arrow. Let's say it's a bow and arrow, and these are the arrows going forward because we are in Sag energy. We haven't let them, actually they're all kind of resting right now, right? And so the archer got it and he's kind of looking at the horizon and saying, okay, where am I aiming? Where am I going? So we've yet to actually raise those up and shoot those out. Maybe it's to shoot them out to lay claim to those areas of life that we are working towards, to be committed. The World card, wow. Talk about strong energy for you. We have the Fool, and now we have the World. So the very first card, very last card, and then it begins again with the Fool card. So this talks about a completed path. You might feel this in work and career, or maybe something you do within the community. What defines you as a person? That you've reached a certain plateau. And now it's time to make the decision of how to move forward. Do we make a lateral move? Do we make a move upwards? Do we get off that path completely and try something else new and different and exciting and unique? And the World card is very much about getting rid of those unfinished business, where you need to apply yourself in order to actually move forward. Because just like the World card, the 9 energy, when you're doing numerology, is just as significant in the fact that the 9 energy talks about, yes, closure and healing and endings, but so that we can step into that new beginning, so we can make room, make energy, make room for the new experiences that we are trying to invite into our life. So is there tasks undone at work, or is there something that you need to put closure on when it comes to what you do and what defines you? Are you looking at creating somebody new within you? Taking off in the direction of a dream, a desire. Ending a relationship to make way for a new and better relationship. Ending some bad habits, behaviors that holds you back, that doesn't allow you to really use that vitality that you naturally have to move forward in the direction you want, to be the true pioneer in your life. We have the Strength card. Strong cards this week. This is, you know, especially when it comes to love and relationships, this is really about showing the value of who you are, but the magic of you. Not what you can do and what you can say and who you are to everybody else, but who you truly are on the inside. It's through your integrity. your love, your compassion, your empathy. When we look at this picture, okay, so she's there, the lion is roaring, perhaps. Well, she doesn't show any fear. She has her back to the lion. Unconditional love. There's no disbelief here. There's no mistrust here. And so in our relationships this week, we really have to walk with integrity and honesty being the thing that we are asking ourselves consistently. When I do this, does it show integrity? Does it show honesty? Doesn't matter if anybody's looking or not. When I say this, does it enhance my integrity? Is it honest? Is it truthful? So, and know that in relationships this week, don't allow anger or frustration or aggressions to come out, or resentments or revenges, or go to the gym and work it out. Use a punching bag for a couple of hours. Exercise, absolutely, or dive into some hard work, or maybe a project that really brings out your passion. Channel those kinds of energies. The more you allow that compassionate, loving attitude, that one of integrity, the partner, the relationship, it could be a parent, it could be a child, it could be a best friend, it could be a lover, it could be a coworker at work. Are your actions, are your words proof of your integrity, of your honesty, of your beauty, of what you can bring to another, of that unconditional love that you can give out but also expect to receive? So know that you don't have to manipulate or be the strong arm in the relationship or the partnership this week. Actually, that kind of energy will probably go very south for you if you use it with the strength card there. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Meditation, reflection, prayer. We want to be looking at our decisions that we need to make in order to go forward. Now, we sit here and the waters are very turbulent behind us, so there's a lot of great emotion that'll probably be swashing back and forth in your life this week. And it's going to take a lot of courage. It might take a lot of courage just to look at what's going on, where you need to really make those hard decisions in your life. And know that you'll find the answers more within than without, than outer. You'll find them more within. You already hold the answer. You already hold the key. But you need to sit in quiet contemplation and really examine the pros and the cons of what needs to go in your life and what needs to come into your life, of what path you truly want to walk. It's a strong new moon. We end with the Hierophant. This is growing your sage wisdom in some way. Going back to school, joining up with a mentor, becoming a mentor for somebody else. This is about bringing balance into your world through knowledge. And maybe it's just tapping into your knowledge, your sage wisdom. Maybe it's reaching out and growing that knowledge in some way to strengthen who you are. Maybe it's in career, but it could be that you want to grow your knowledge in losing weight in a healthy manner. And so you start doing the research. And then you take that sage wisdom and you apply it to your life in a way that you can. And you're on your way of losing weight. Or maybe you're helping others lose weight. Maybe you just have a friend who's having a hard time, and so you research it so that you can sit down and you can help them, that you can be supportive of them. And this is a week where you really have to lean on your knowledge too and making your decisions. So, forks in the road, I would kind of see it as that. Wanting to experience new and wonderful things and knowing that you cannot do that until you close some chapters in your life, put some endings on some stories, allowing perhaps some healing to come into your life. Although I don't see as much of the healing that is needed, more of things that need to have closure in your life and start expanding that horizon for where you can go, of who you can become. We could get too far focused here too. You know, we're already looking forward. We haven't even really got that arrow in the bow properly. And we're already looking forward, like, where are they going to land? And maybe we need to center ourselves more in the here and now this week. And yes, we want to think about the big picture and expand the big picture, but we really need to look at where we are this week. What we have to work with, what we don't have to work with, what you have control of, what you don't have control of, maybe perhaps the wisdom to know the difference between the two and embrace it. Beautiful paths, beautiful new paths, new opportunities, new adventures are opening up to you. Absolutely. But we need to clean out the rest of the clutter before we can truly step forward. And so this energy this week really gives us the time to prepare for that, because the new moon happens on Friday, and then, we're starting to move forward, starting to plant those seeds. And I think that is why the Fool decided to show up right in the middle of the reading, saying we are going forward, so we need to prepare ourselves. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.